Okay, I'm joined now by Phar Kim Beng, founder and CEO of the Strategic Pan Indo-Pacific Arena. He joins me from Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Welcome. Low number of doctors, as I understand, per capita in some areas of South Korea. I understand that might be specific to the more rural regions, but relatively not that many doctors per person. I also understand doctors have got comparatively pretty high pay. Is this a bit self-indulgent, the action we're seeing taken here by, basically trainee doctors?
What you describe is not actually wrong or factually inaccurate. Unfortunately, the medical doctors, the junior ones, those who just came out from their medical programs, they feel that they have been overworked and stretched to the very brim. So to a large extent, this is a problem that has been long in coming. Even during the time of COVID, the doctors, the junior doctors, actually resorted to not treating some patients in order to exert the same demands, that they have been overworked and underpaid. And the average salary is no more than $3,000 a month. But eventually they'll get a very high salary if they keep going. So what they are protesting right now is the fact that they are not well paid as it is.
I mean, a great judge of whether they are suffering and not being paid enough will be the public response. Is there much public sympathy? And it's interesting, especially when you say that there have been cases of doctors not administering treatment to people, in protest.
Well, from the ethical standpoint, that doesn't provide a good optic. But then when you have a labor strike, regardless of profession, there are bound to be some negative implications verging on life and death. Unfortunately, in this instance, there was one patient well into her 70s who was denied admissions into 7 medical hospitals, and that resulted in her unfortunate passing. So the situation is actually very, very serious to South Korea, and 80% of the South Koreans actually do not approve of what the junior medical doctors are doing right now.
Yeah, and that's kind of the point I was hinting at. So it's going to be tough sledding for them, and especially if the government decide to fight them all the way. Are the government up for a fight?
The government is up for a fight because they have 80% of the population on their side. And this is a plan that is not very radical to a large extent, because what the government is trying to do is add 2,000 more medical graduates to the whole admissions program. And they hope to allow 10,000 more doctors to come out from the medical schools in Korea by 2035. So by all means, it's not actually a radical measure, but South Korea is one of those countries that have become rather dysfunctional, what economists would describe as the middle income trap. So the junior medical doctors just feel that they are not up to the task of working long hours with the low pay.
Thank you for your analysis. It gives us some great context to the story. Phar Kim Beng is my guest, founder, CEO of Strategic Pan Indo-Pacific Arena.